First Alert Weather.
Seeing continued cloud cover across much of northeast Kansas as we take a look at this view from our Skycam in Emporia, sponsored by Washburn University right now. And our current temperatures are in the 70s and 80s, so we have warmed up over the past couple hours. It is pretty mild and warm right now, and it is starting to feel a little bit muggy as well, with those dew points approaching the 70-degree mark, around 71 or 72 degrees for the majority of northeastern Kansas towns. Heat indexes are also rising a little bit above our temperatures as that dew point really kicks in, and we are seeing those heat index values in the 80s and 90s. Advisories, watches, and warnings wise, we are seeing flood warnings along rivers, streams, creeks, and also in low-lying areas that are prone to flooding because of all the rain that we've received over the past 24 to 48 hours. But we aren't seeing any of that rain right now, as the rain has moved off to the east and we're just stuck with cloud cover. We will see potential rainfall and potential storms as we go into the late PM hours today and maybe overnight into Saturday morning early, for gusts up to 60 miles per hour, hail up to 1.25 inches, and a low tornado potential. But the later these storms develop, the lower the potential it is for all of these. So we do have that slight 2 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center. As we track out these storms, not really seeing anything on both of our main short-term models through at least 6 or 7 or 8 p.m. The models are really struggling where an outflow boundary sets up from these storms up here in Nebraska. And so right now models aren't really showing anything, but we will warm a lot today. And you just have to remember, we have the moisture, we have the ingredients, we have the storm energy. It's just we need the trigger for these storms to fire up. And it may be that we see the heat get to the upper 80s and even into the 90s by the end of the afternoon, and we see the heat alone be able to trigger some of the storms to start developing. And we will see storms as well going throughout tomorrow and into Sunday. We could see between around 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe even more of rain throughout the next couple days with these storms throughout the weekend. Today's forecast overall in the 80s and 90s, partly cloudy skies. Tonight, 60s and 70s, and we will see those showers and storms start to fire up. Tomorrow in the 80s, approaching the 90s, with partly cloudy skies once again, and late chances for rain and storms in the day. And then Sunday, we see more storms, more widespread than the past 2 days before Sunday, and we will see our temperatures in the 90s by midweek next week with heat indexes in the triple digits.